All right, guys, now I'm going to show you how to do a Rya knot, which is this one where I marked it out and said ignore. Basically, it's very similar to a tassel knot. It ends up looking like fringe. We are not going to do fringe in the same way. Just FYI, fringe needs to be a little bit stronger. A Rya knot is just a way to add fringe throughout your piece. And it's a good way to take up space. It's a pretty easy knot. As long as you can count to 4 and count to 2, you can do it. So what you want to do is you want to take some string. However much string you have depends on how big the knot's going to be. So on this one, I did 3. Just know whatever you do is going to be doubled. So for the sake of this video, I'll do 2 just so you guys can see the difference. So I'm cutting 2 strings that are exactly the same size with my blue yarn. Again, using the back of my scissors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these 4 warp strings right here. I'm going to weave under 2 strings, weave over the 4 strings, and weave back in the 2 strings so that my Rya knot goes right here. So I'm going to pick up the warp, and I'm going to go under. I'm going to go over 4, and then I'm going to go under the 2 on the right. And what that does, I'll leave it loose so you can see it, is it creates this sort of a head shape actually. And I'm going to pull and make sure that it's even. And then as I pull it down, I can make it more taut. And I have a nice Rya knot here. And what this is really good for too, or for those of you guys that are doing really organic things, when I go and weave here next, it's going to create like a bump and a wave that goes across it. So a Rya knot sporadically placed are really good for doing that. I could even put a Rya knot back here and move it down, and it would make an even bigger bump. So at the end, let me zoom out a little bit. This is what the Rya knot looks like in the end, just kind of a nice light tassel. I could even go through and I could cut the tassel too. If I wanted to have like a little bit of a shorter design, I could cut the yarn to be on an angle even, like a haircut. Okay, so that is Rya. That's a pretty simple one for you guys.